So Rachel, friends are an important part of, your whole journey. How did they cope through, I guess, your original illness from a young age all the way through to transplant?
Yeah, so my friends always knew that I had an illness growing up, and would have to go to appointments and be in hospital from time to time. In my late teens, when I was in hospital, they would always come and visit me and be around and really supportive. So when I had the transplant, my mum told them all, and they were great. I couldn't have visitors because we're immunocompromised when we're in hospital just after the surgery, but they've always been my biggest supporters and always been there. So I think they were proud of me. They were impressed, and even now, they can't believe that that I've had a double lung transplant. You wouldn't know unless I told you. So yeah, they've been great.
And so you said they couldn't visit you while you're in hospital. Is that a lung thing? Because I didn't have that as a heart transplant patient. I mean, obviously not only my parents and my girlfriend at the time came and saw me in ICU, but on the ward, I could have anyone, I think, from memory.
Yeah, I was in ICU for maybe one night and then moved up to the ward for a week. And my recollection is I couldn't have, all these people because of the risk of a chest infection for these new lungs. If they had a cough or a cold, I would catch that, and having a low immune system just after transplant, is the greatest risk. So I had my close family there, but I didn't have, six friends hanging around my hospital bed. But I was in and out of the hospital about a week after surgery. So, I got to see them after I got home.
So a week after surgery, you got to go home?
Yeah, my recovery was really speedy, I guess, because of my age, perhaps. I don't know. Yeah. I spent about a week on the ward before I got to go home. My mum is a nurse, so I think perhaps the doctors felt comfortable sending me home with someone who would take full-time care of me whilst I was recovering still. So I had a great support network, which allowed me to go home and thrive.
Perfect.